Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for joining me here at the Fee Show, as we are also joined by Wicked, Alliance's top laner, after that much-needed win. So let's break it down. Starting at the beginning, picks and bans. How did that go for you guys?
Well, we just wanted to take picks that we knew they couldn't counter-pick early, so we started going for top lane picks early now, because top lane doesn't have that much of an impact anymore. And then we can just late pick bot lane and mid lane, which are the most important roles right now, in my opinion. So that's what we did.
Now, you were laning against LeBlanc. First of all, did you expect it? And how is that lane for you? I mean, how is it laning versus LeBlanc as a Trundle?
It was fine laning it because I've seen Sora and Source played a lot in solo queue and we scrimmed against them. And I played 20 games with LeBlanc and my Smurf. So I knew the matchup very well and knew what she could do and how much damage she had. So I knew it was comfortable playing it, I would say.
The Fee Show touched on it already, that did you expect it? Because it's something we see a lot when Fnatic played what was the EG before, when SOAS plays you, that it seems to be going the special routes. How surprised were you?
I wasn't very surprised because Source can play anything pretty much. Like when we scrimmed against them, they played a lot of random champions that I wouldn't want to mention because that would be unfair towards them. But yeah, they play a lot of different champions and Source is good in playing new champions.
Now, if you look at this game, normally you guys do really well in the laning phase and then you kind of go into the mid game and things fall apart. This game though, versus Fnatic, did you guys expect to get the early lead? And also, how did you actually get it?
So, in the first weeks in our scrims, we only practiced our early game. We just wanted to win from early game, which didn't work out at all. And then the last week, we have actually lost a lot of early games where we started winning mid games and doing dragons and stuff like that. So we've been focusing a lot of that, and that just seems to work out.
So as you mentioned, those dragons, that is so essential to have good shot calling, to go for those objectives at the right times. Who is doing the shot calling right now? How is that going?
I would say that in this game, all of us were just screaming like animals, so that worked out for us, and we didn't really have a shot caller.
Okay. We talk about Alliance, we talk about going up and down all the time. Week 1, you lose everything. Week 2, you win everything. Week 3, you lose everything. Why are you guys playing so up and down?
I feel like we're just inconsistent on play in general. Like sometimes we're on our game, we shot call a lot, and then sometimes we're kind of silent. So this game doesn't really prove much because it was probably our best game, and we were fully on top of our game. And I don't know if Fnatic were or not, but we might not be that next week or next game. So we just need to get more consistent.
I agree on that one. I think everyone agrees on it. Now I want to talk a bit more personal about you, because every time you hear Wicked or you read about Wicked on the forums, everyone is always saying he has a small champion pool, he doesn't play, the right things, he keeps falling back on Malphite and so on. What do you think about your own champion pool?
I think my champion pool is fine. Like I play whatever I think is the best in the situation, where like there's multiple heroes that can be good. Like sometimes you can have 4 heroes that are good, but I'll just pick the one I'm most comfortable on, where there's no point picking something I'm not as comfortable on.
Talk to me a little bit about Alliance in general. How have you guys dealt with going from resetting goals, like being that super hyped team in the beginning, then starting to lose, and now where do you see you guys ending up?
Well, we're just going to keep going and see how far we can get up. But like, the most important thing is our mood never really fell down. We always kept being happy about it, being good teammates, and just trying to work out what can we do. For example, this week we started eating breakfast together at 12 every day, then go to the store together and do stuff together outside the game, which seemed to help a lot.
All right, and then you beat Fnatic. They lost to Gambit last week. Do you feel like Fnatic is in a slump right now, or what's going on?
I don't think Fnatic is in a slump. Like, they got beaten by Gambit, who is one of the best teams in Europe right now, and then we beat them while having our best game of the entire LCS so far. So like, I don't think they're in a slump now.
No, Fnatic, another loss here for them, and a team that has also maybe fallen a little bit off their pedestal is Roccat. They'll be going up against Millennium in the next game of the day. What do you guys think is going to happen in that match? Maybe Martin first.
I mean, I'm looking for Rocket to simply bounce back. I think they're still a very strong team. Just, a bit of poor week 3. They admitted actually on Twitter that they didn't play too well and they didn't practice enough. They stepped this up, so I expect to see them come back to the old Rocket form.
I think Rocket is incredibly good, and like we've been scrimming them a lot this week, and they seem very consistent. And I think they're going to win that game.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Fantastic win from you guys here. And now we're going to send it over to